What's up, buddy?
What's up, you bad motherfuckers?
How you doing, pal?
It's a beautiful Monday, Tuesday, whatever. Everybody's looking good, looking healthy. What's up, Lee?
I'm doing good, but I'm already high.
You
You always
high? Me too. What do you think? Special? Me too there, baklava breath. And I got to introduce the check-in tonight. Check a look at this. This is the spray I was telling you about.
Oh shit, look at it.
How many milligrams is it per squirt or whatever?
It don't matter.
Jesus,
beautiful.
I love like just the idea of you walking down the street like you're like spraying banana.
Spraying people, I'm telling you, people have no idea. You can spray them in their eyes. They can spray it in their ears. I sprayed it in my cat's ears. He hasn't stopped eating for 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even imagine. Could you imagine if instead of like pepper spray, people used weed spray?
Yeah, but what good is that? They're just going to be happy and run away. I want a pepper spray you so you fucking scratch your eyeball out. Relax. You're trying to make a comparison between apples and...
You just said you were spraying people.
Yeah, but to get high, not for them to scratch and itch.
Well, I'm trying to think of like a positive. You're not really supposed to spray people with drugs. So I was trying to think of like a positive way. I'm like, pepper, it could be pepper spray.
Depends who it is. Some people like to get sprayed by drugs, Lee. Just relax, all right? Some people like to wake up every morning, walk into a cloud of cocaine. I know 2,000 people that's their dream every morning, just to get up and walk through a fucking cloud and be high for like 19 hours till they drop dead. Some people want to walk into a cloud of smoke. Some people want to walk into everybody's got their own fucking dilemmas, Lee.
I know, and you can tell who these people are who want to get sprayed.
You can tell them they got a limp. They're not, they're just doing things.
Oh, I love you.
I had a great weekend, great week. Last week, I feel good. I'm going to go meet the girls for vacation tomorrow.
Oh, yeah? You excited?
Yeah, I'm fucking excited. I'm going to sit by the beach. I got 19 different types of weed. I got ABX edibles, and I got my fucking,
Oh, Jesus. I feel like you're going to go through a bottle by the end of the show.
It's called liquid dabs.
Oh, you could. That's what you want to take unlimited sprays of.
After about 10 of them, you get fucked up. You drop a couple mushroom grams with this, forget about it. You're sitting in your car listening to fucking Black Hole Sun over again. That's a good night right there.
And like, what are you gonna? Are you gonna do this at the beach?
Do you what?
You're gonna get what's your trick for getting high at the beach?
I'm gonna smoke a big fat joint, take some edibles, and then when I get there to maintain, I'll spray this shit in my eyeballs every 20 to 30 minutes and turn over. Turn over and bake. I'm not even using this as suntan lotion.
Probably would seep in, yeah.
Seeps in, let the sun bake it into you, forget about it. I'll be fucking positive for about a year and a half. If a little puppy comes up to me and the beach, he's gonna die, that little cocksucker.
Would you ever spray it in like food or something?
I don't know, Lee. Why spray it in food when I can spray it in under my tongue and it's a direct connection?
I don't know.
What's the creepy questions tonight? What's going on with you, huh? You getting ready for flights of steps up and down or what?
Oh, geez. I think you always start and end every call with it's not like, what do you think is going to happen on these 4 flights? I'm going to hate it. I'm not lying to you. I'm not looking forward to that. But like you every time we're talking about anything that goes to stairs.
If you hate it going in, how's it going to be after 90 days?
Because I love the apartment and I'm excited about New York and I'm not going to be there.
Yeah, all right. Wait. I'm not going to be there. Where are you going to be?
Out, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be doing shows.
You're not going to be there. So how are you going to get down to the first floor?
I'm going to just throw myself down the stairs. What do you think? I'm just going to walk down the stairs. The down is not what I'm worried about. The up is what I'm worried about.
Oh, yeah.
Down's a breeze. Down, you like jog a little bit. It's fun. But
right
up is
now, you're going to average 12 flights a day. That's if you go down 3 times, which I don't think you'll do that.
Why would I need to go down 3 times? You go down twice.
Huh?
You go maybe twice. Like before I leave for shows, I'll go grab something to eat maybe. But why am I going down? Who leaves the house that often?
You never know. You might have to get batteries. You know, who the fuck knows?
Oh, I'm gonna be Uber Eats' #1 customer for sure.
Yeah, Uber Eats. After a while, nobody's gonna want to deliver to you. Then 4 floors. There's a guaranteed 20. I ain't going up there. You can come. That's what they'll do. They'll leave the food downstairs.
I'm sure they will. Did I ever tell you that I got like a pizza place when I was in college called me and told me that they couldn't deliver to me anymore?
Why?
Because I found a deal online where if you spent like $10, they gave you a free small like a personal pizza. And so I
Okay.
would order a chicken sandwich and a soda, and it would give me a free pizza. And they called me one day because I ordered it fucking like 2-3 times a week probably. And they called me one day like, dude, you got to order more. We can't keep coming down there for where you're killing us with these free. And that's why I couldn't call in it because I wasn't going to spend more. That's all I
Now,
needed.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
About 3 months ago, I did the worst thing ever. I stopped with Mike. She kept telling me about Dairy Queen.
Okay.
It's on Route 9 by Amboy. It is a fucking dive, that place. I mean,
Oh no.
the guy had like a cross-eye. The chick had a mustache. It's like a circus that broke down and went to work in there. Filthy. And the fucking, while I was there, they had a line just for people to pick up ice cream. So you're telling me if I call Uber Eats and go, listen, I want a pineapple sundae from Dairy Queen, they'll deliver it.
With a smile.
Not a service charge. Like there's a
No,
service.
there's a fee. Oh yeah, it's probably going to cost you like double what it would, but
But isn't there a minimum?
sometimes. But if you don't go to a minimum, they'll just give you like a $5 fee. But I think you can go. To me, I've never gotten ice cream delivered just because I'd be pissed that it'd be melted. But you can, I think. I'm almost positive you can.
Oh, listen, I don't want to get it there. Never mind, get it delivered. That's
But they might have Carvel. They might have Carvel and Uber Eats.
I don't want Carvel either. Who gets fucking ice cream delivered to the house unless you're in a fucking wheelchair, okay? The least you could do as a fat fuck is go down there and get it, go for a ride, get some air, get bit in the neck by a vampire, whatever the fuck it is. But it's better. Who the fuck sends out for a dessert? I mean, I could see De Niro sent out for 2 pieces of sushi one time. He sent his assistant down there like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh
No,
my
it was a cocktail. A certain cocktail. I'm not that fucking crazy.
No, but people do it all the time. Like people will order. I'm always amazed by coffee like that. I don't know. It just seems like a crazy thing to order to yourself. People order everything.
And you know what's crazy? I love the Starbucks by my house. Love
Right?
it. It's my favorite. I go in there and get the green tea almost every fucking day, even though I can make 10 gallons for $4. I like the girls. I like the people in there. They're very nice. But I go to the drive-thru.
Okay.
What am I going to get out for? I go to the drive-thru and just get fucking tea. I don't sweeten it or nothing. It's just plain green tea. I like it. But I'll tell you when it's scary. When a fucking person, and it's usually a chubby lady in a nice car, when she has like the app,
Right.
she shows it to him, that's when I'm like, there's going to be 18 minutes. And then you see it. You can fucking see like the cups just coming into the car, like 4 trays of 4 fucking chocolate milk with whatever the fuck they put in it, more sugar.
You don't use You don't use the app at Starbucks to get the points?
No, I'm going to use it.
Do you use points anywhere?
I get points everywhere.
But do you actually ever use them?
DraftKings gives me a ton of points. I just redeemed $200 or something like that.
Well, with DraftKings, it makes a lot of sense. I thought for you, I was surprised they use points at any of these stores.
Right. There's a store called Kohl's
Okay.
that I really enjoy. It's like a fucking, because they make you feel like family. Because I like, my wife got me a fucking suit there and I almost killed her, but the suit is fucking nice. Like, for what? I don't wear suits, so I don't give a fuck. But that place always makes me feel like family because they always give me something.
That's nice. What do they give you?
Shop in there, you get a coupon for something, $8 off, 30%. Listen, they don't even wait for your fucking birthday. They hit you up on February 1st and go, happy birthday, motherfucker. Here's a coupon for 50% off. Listen, it just makes you feel better when you feel appreciated. And in this society, businesses don't give a fuck anymore. The airlines, nobody gives a fuck. So when you got one person that really, the places where between you and I get fucking hit up once a week with numbers. People offer me money to talk about their restaurant on Rogan
Jesus.
or to come in and make a video. I mean, people, you don't even want to know the offers, and I laugh at them because if I needed the money, I could just ask Joe. I would never just put a t-shirt on and go on Joe and,
Right. Like you're a fighter getting
I
sponsored.
just ask Joe. He'll give a fuck. If I call Joe and Joe, I'm going to wear a t-shirt for 25 grand. I got to do a commercial. Or you could give me the 25 grand. Joe, give me 50 to shut my fucking mouth. That's why I like Joe. But I would never ask him for that. I'm just saying.
Right. You've got the offers.
People always go, come into the restaurant and eat. So what do you think? I'm going to give you a review after the first fucking time? I can't. That's not fair to you. That's not fair to the fucking restaurant. What if I come in one night and the Mexican burnt himself and the assistant Mexican is fucking getting his cousin on the border?
When that happens.
Yeah. And now the main chef ain't there. It's just, there's a restaurant I go to all the time.
Okay.
It's my go-to osteria.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go there every day. But when I want a meal, like a fucking meal with no problems, I go there and pay the extra dough. Do you think I go there because of the food?
You don't?
No, I go there because of the owners, Steve and Angelo. They're the type of Italians I grew up with. That when you walk in their house, you got to eat something. And if you don't like what they got, they'll cook something for you. They don't even care if you have money, those guys. They'll say, you're hungry? They'll just ask you, what do you want? He told me next time I come in, he's going to make me a Fra Diablo. I went in there about 2 weeks ago, and I got it on a Friday night. It was the best thing I ever fucking tasted in my life with bucatini noodles.
Nice.
The thicker with the hole in the middle.
Okay.
So that was the sauce. Oh, bucatini, something like that. I'm not fucking, I don't
With
know.
Fra Diablo?
Yeah, bucatini type pasta. But the point is that they've never asked me. I always go in there and take pictures of the food and post them because I know what I'm putting up there is fucking 100. But that chicken parmesan is so fucking good. With a side dish of angel hair pasta with garlic and oil. They have so many. Their Caesar salads out of this fucking world.
Is that the place that has like the huge dishes too? Or am I thinking of a different place?
It's not the place where you thought your hands were the lobster tails.
No, not that place. It was the Italian place. So like, even Mercy gets like a spaghetti and meatballs with like a sausage, but it's like each dish is like
that's Sunday sauce. Yeah, that's osteria.
Yeah, it's like just huge. It's like big for 4 people.
I go to chill cryotherapy because they're the sweetest people in the world. When I call the girl, she's like, would you like us to turn this on? Yeah. I go to a gym that the people are nice as hell. I train with a guy that the people are nice as hell. I go to jiu-jitsu where if you ever heard the story, he kept telling me, just come in. The brown belt, Sean, my brother, kept saying, come in. You don't even need money. Just come in and move around. You're an old guy. Shit like that. That's great from a business owner. There's not a lot of people that do that anymore.
No.
Well, there's not a lot of people that do that go out of their way. I bump into a lot of people that I go, wow, I wish I loved my job as much as they did.
I love when that happens. It really like will make your day. Like even if you go to like some place where they shouldn't love their job and they love it, that's my favorite. Like when they're just great at it.
Second, let me try this. And you're like, wait a second, I thought you were on the clock. And they're like, no, my next appointment is in 2 hours. Don't worry about it. And you're like, wow. Those are people who really enjoy what they do. And I bumped into a lot of them here, like for certain different things.
Mm-hmm.
And my family. Like, I don't need to take pictures with them. I don't need to talk, I'll tell people about it. But it's so weird how people will contact me and go, come to the restaurant, have a meal. And if you can, talk about it. And I'm like, no, I'm not a fucking food critic. When I go somewhere and I like something, Lee, and you've been with me, we go to a couple places and go, holy shit, this is fucking good. The people are cool. I'm in. I'm all in. I'll never go anywhere else again.
And isn't it also kind of disrespectful to like email, like everyone knows you and Joe are friends. It would be kind of shitty of you to accept that.
My
You know,
brother,
like
people do not think at all. People do not care. In today's world, people are not concerned with other people. You know, when I make a left turn and there's a light, it's about to turn fucking red. I fly through there because I want the guy behind me to make the fucking light. I don't want him to sit there like a goddamn penguin. I'm always thinking about the guy behind me. But if that light turns green and you're at the left and you're looking at your phone and you only got 30 seconds at that fucking light.
oh,
So
it
you
drives me nuts.
and then the guy behind him is 2 car lengths behind. You know, when I'm on that line, I'm looking at that light and I got my foot in the pedal ready to step on that motherfucker like a cockroach. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to step on that pedal.
Look at the drag racing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to go because I want the guy behind me to make the fucking light. People don't do that no more. I went to a place a couple days ago. What's in your salad, ma'am? Lettuce, tomato, onion, and cucumber. I said, can I get that with no cucumber? And are they cherry tomatoes or the big tomatoes? She goes, big tomatoes. I go, to the cherry tomatoes, don't bring them. She came back with blue cheese dressing, cucumber, celery, fucking carrots on the salad. That's what I didn't want. Carrots or cucumbers. You don't even say nothing no more because this happens constantly. Constantly.
It happened. It happened to me today. I was
Yeah.
calling to get internet in New York, and I was like, "Hey, man, I have a place in Mass. I'm keeping the service on. I need to add service in New York." And he literally said to me, he said, "Ho, I'm really confused. So you want to transfer your service from Mass to New York?" I said, "No." And he said, "I'm gonna have to transfer you." Like he couldn't handle just adding another internet line. I was like, I thought he was just fucked up. I think a lot of people are fucked up at work now.
I don't think they're just fucked up. I think they're hiring the bottom of the barrel. Dog, my local CVS, I love that motherfucker. But there's like 2 people working there that should not be working there. There's a chick that works nights, and every time I go in there, you could smell the vodka.
Oh no.
And she always forgets shit, you know. I always get my 40% off coupon. She forgets it. You know, it's a fucking nightmare. I go in there a couple days a week. I get, milk, whatever. I get the protein shit there. I get Band-Aids for my ears. I get fucking Nicorette, but I wait till I get the coupon and I go to Nicorette. Nicorette's expensive. But I get a 40% off coupon. I go in there and get everything. This chick will tell me the coupon's in there and then not hit the ticket.
Oh no.
And I'm like, what the and it's just, and there's no way this woman would have got hired anywhere except somewhere where you couldn't see. You know when they used to hire people and just put them in the back?
Yeah.
We'll find something for them. Like she's one of those people that would have been in the back.
And will you ever go in and leave because she's the only cashier?
Nah, there's an Indian dude that I didn't like at first, but that motherfucker's solid, cool. But they must have moved him to a different fucking store. They had a gay manager for a while. He got sick. The AIDS backfired, and he hasn't come back. Now they got a sweet black dude. It's always something. And then the other CVS I go to pick up my medication, these motherfuckers are like, but there's a kid there. My man, Asian Alex. That's a bad motherfucker.
Is he a pharmacist or where does Asian Alex work?
He's like a tech.
Oh, and he's cool?
Cool as a motherfucker. He'll hit me up, tell me I got medication. He'll hit me on Instagram.
I don't think they're supposed to do that.
I don't give a fuck. And then I bring him a little gift to make him a little lighter on his feet at work.
You got a prescription ready on Instagram.
What's that?
That's so crazy to get that on Instagram.
Know me, dog. I
love it.
Get this thing started. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. Hey!
Good to see you, buddy.
Shirt on. I had to do that video for my friend's kid. And I'm also excited about football season. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait.
Yeah, preseason's over, I think, and now it's time to get down.
Don't we have to wait 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. So it's not the fucking next weekend. It's the week after that, the 9th, I think.
That's
The
a
8th.
long 2 weeks.
Nah, you're as tough as fucking nails. You know what I'm saying? You got to smoke some weed. You're moving. By the time you move, football season will be in full fucking stretch.
Oh, if there's any New England people in New York that do like a New England bar to watch the Patriots on Sunday, let me know.
Yeah, let him know so you can make sure it's a Raider boss when he walks in, beat the fuck out of him.
God damn it! They had it in New York.
Yeah, they had that.
They had it in LA, but God,
that's what you want to walk around New York in a New England shirt, or you need.
No, I'm not gonna wear the shirt.
Yeah, you are. I know
I'm
you're.
not. I'm gonna hide those. Like I'm gonna hide those. Like I'm
5X shit dragging on the floor.
5X.
Swami with a hot dog in your hand, and your other hand is sticky. You don't want to do that. All right, this ain't the time. You're 36 years old. It's over. It's over.
I can't watch the games anymore.
Watch the game, put a bet in, and go do your thing. But you're not going to sit at a bar with a bunch of other New England people with holding towels to their heads.
What? I'm supposed to make friends in this town.
What?
Aren't I supposed to make friends?
Go to fucking comedy clubs.
I'm going to, but if the games are like 1 o'clock, we're
okay.
not good. Our game is going to be over by 4 o'clock. I can take a nap before my sets.
Let's stop right there. You ain't walking 4 flights down those stairs to go watch a football game. So knock it off.
I'm going to have to. I'm not going to live up there like a man Frank.
Yeah, you are. I did it. When the elevator would break, when I lived in Hollywood, you wouldn't see me for days.
Well, you had the elevator as an option. There's never going to be an elevator in my building.
Well, I didn't make that mistake, cocksucker.
A good apartment. I'll make a video. I made one on Instagram, but I'll make it once I fill it up. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to live in New York.
Make a video, I get scared. I don't know what's going on. I see a big head in a little space. I don't know what's happening.
What do you want me to do about my head? My head's always been big. Well, your head, by the way, your head looks big. You always have the camera right up here.
That's why I don't become a tranny, because my head's too fucking big.
That's the only reason why?
Yeah, no, I don't want to be a woman, but, you become a woman, you got the size of a head of fucking lurch. It's very tough to make that sale. You know what I'm saying? Yeah!
I didn't know that was the only reason holding you back.
And look at these gorilla hands. And when they see my fungi toenail, that's a dead giveaway. I could never transition. I got the fungi toenail. What 60-year-old chick do you see with 50-pound feet and fucking fucked up toenails? Nobody. So relax.
If you wanted to, you could. You'd look beautiful.
Listen, let's get off this conversation because you're starting to talk shit here. I'm not going to I got to take a shot to kill the fungi in my body.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to take like a fucking 2-shot deal, and it zaps me out for a few days. This shit is deep.
So it's like, even though it's on your toenail, it's in your body?
It's in my bloodstream.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I can cut this nail. I could cut it, chop it. It'll still have the fungus in my body. You have to kill the yeast in your body. Or the fungus. Listen, who the fuck knows anymore?
That's crazy. Are you going to miss your fungi toenail? Because you love I feel like you like it now.
Well, it's a hobby. It became a hobby. Like some people collect stamps. I like cutting my nail, buffing it, sniffing it, baking with it, putting it in edibles for you to eat, Oh,
I know I've eaten it before, smoked it at least. But that's when are you going to do these shots?
I don't know. Why are we talking about shots? Anyway.
You brought it up.
What's going on with Comedy Jack? It's supposed to be the comedy check-in, not my fungi tail check-in, all right?
It's going. I had a really fun. I had a show in Maine on Saturday, and it was like really. It's exactly the show I was looking to do. It's like a cool group of guys called like the Comedy Mill up there, and they had 80 people at a bar, and it was awesome. Like it was just. I love doing shows like that, and like they were just like there to like you can make fun of them a little bit, and it was fun. It was. It's a 2-hour drive back and forth. It just felt like the stories that you guys have told on the podcast.
Bar shows can be very good.
Yeah.
When I was starting out, like my 3rd or 4th year, my friend Jimmy in Denver, he knew how to put together a bar show. And they would be quiet. The only problem you ever have in a bar show is you can't turn the TV off during a Nugget game. And in any city, in a Laker, you can't do it. If you go to one of the Spanish rooms in off the 5, they
Yeah.
won't do comedy when the Lakers are on.
Or the Dodgers. Yeah, of course.
But there's one room that sticks out in my mind. There was a kid who did a room like on the Wyoming border. This kid, I talked about him before on the podcast. He helped me a lot with comedy. He knew, like, he would go to these shitty small towns and rent a barn and put 500 chairs in there and take his chances. And he'd get 600 people on a Saturday night. They have nothing else to do but bowl and listen to country music at a bar. So
I love those shows. They're my favorite. They're right now. They're my favorite. I love because they're there to laugh. Not always, but I usually have a pretty good show. Like they're just there to have fun.
The problem with a bar is you have people that are not there to see comedy.
Well, this one was cool. It was up in like a private space, just like that. They had a real stage and everything like that. And
you need somewhere in the back where people aren't gonna fuck with you. Waitresses come, a security guy to keep it quiet. I saw something. I saw somebody put a video up a couple days ago of a comic on a ship getting attacked.
I saw that.
And I never heard about that. I thought the security was great on a ship. But the problem on a ship is they're drinking all fucking day.
Oh, yeah. They're drinking all day for multiple days. And, like, a security can be great, but they're never, like, right on top of the stage. But, like, she shouldn't have ever got up there. But
yeah, I don't know if it was a girl or a guy.
I thought it was a girl. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just crazy that on a ship, I heard it at bar shows, like people getting crazy. I used to love those fucking things. It's just so crazy how, and I hate to say this because I'm very grateful for everything, but sometimes your career gets in the way of just wanting to be a regular comic sometimes, going to a bar show without people bothering me. I get off stage, I got to meet the chef now, and I just want to go do the fucking show and giggle, and laugh, and focus on that. People really cannot deal with that anymore.
What do you mean?
When I go see a band, I don't want to talk to them before or after the show. I don't want to do nothing with these fucking guys. The only thing I want, if I go see a band, is to get my fucking hair knocked off. And if I go see a comic, I want the comic to knock my fucking socks off. That's it. I don't expect anything else from that comic. I paid $30. I want to laugh. I want the date or the friend I bring with me to laugh his ass off. And now we got something to talk about in the diner. Maybe we'll see a chick pass out drunk and they have to carry her out and we'll remember the memory forever. That's as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Listen, when I think of concerts, I think about the girl that passed out, like that was all excited, got to the concert and passed out because her adrenaline just gave up at the concert. She's here. She's been excited all day and she's been drinking, but the adrenaline's been fucking keeping her sober. Once she gets to the show, boom, and she goes down. When I went to the concert with Bill Burr and Dean Delray to see Guns N' Roses, I go, here we go. And I told Bill, I go, look at this chick over here. This is not going to be good.
How often would you see a girl pass out at a concert? Like every concert?
Nah, like 1 out of 4 concerts, there's always that one girl or one guy that they just fucking pass out and people are stepping on them. And that's got to suck because if you brought that person to the concert, now you got to kind of feel responsible for them. But at the same time, you're like, you know what? Fuck this bitch. He knew the consequences.
Passed out. Just like getting too fucked up, they would just pass out.
Pass out. Dog, when I did 420 in Columbus, in the middle of Kate Quigley's show, the fucking guy passed out. He had like a stroke. And the ambulance had to come into the middle of the fucking floor, pull him out, and his friends were like, see ya.
Jesus.
Have a good trip to the hospital. We ain't going with you.
They stayed for the show?
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
Yeah,
I wonder if they're still friends.
Hell no. But who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? The three people had a good time. The other guy went to amateur time. He was on Amateurville, and he fucking went, and the edibles backfired with the whiskey, and he was all fucked up.
That's great. And alcohol is crazy.
Is your gig still on this Friday? Because one of my friends is going to see you.
We'll see. So as of right now, I'm going to be at Rodney's on Friday at 7:30. I'd love for you guys to come. As far as I know, we'll find out tomorrow, I think.
I'll post it. I'll let her know.
Thank you.
Yeah,
But-
you get little fucking people already starting to know who Lee Syatt is and shit.
We'll see. It's exciting. I'm very excited to do Ronnie's. And I have shows in Boston at Nick's September 6th and September 7th.
Don't worry about September 6th and 7th. Just worry about this weekend. Let's focus on Rodney's. You know
I'm focused.
and what you're gonna say and what you're gonna do. I'm excited. Okay.
I am. It should be fun. It's fun doing 45 minutes. And I've only done it like 10 to 15 times. I probably won't do 45 at Rodney's. I'll probably do like 30 minutes.
35. Listen, I gotta show you something. I got this on Friday. I'm gonna be one of the judges at the fucking 420 Expo Cannabis Cup.
Nice.
We'll be out of town for the event, but I'm gonna smoke all these weeds, and then I gotta fucking send in the thing and vote on them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I got 5 here. Oh, there's 10 altogether.
10 strains.
10 strains, and I give you a little squeeze ball. I don't even know what this is for.
When you get so high,
And what do you do with it?
focus on it. I don't know.
Who plays with a ball when they're high?
What are you looking for? Like, does it tell you what? Like, and I don't know if you can read it or not, if you're not allowed to. But like, what are you looking for to say the best one?
They sent me 10 of them. They're indicas. They know I like indicas, and it's like strains from anywhere from 26% to about 31%.
Wow.
But I also got some Obama weed, this weed that's Obama, and he's giving everybody the finger. Oh my God, it's tremendous. I haven't smoked the weed yet. I haven't even broke the bag because the bag is so fucking cool. It's a picture of Trump. I'm sorry, it's a picture of Trump, fucking Obama. That's how high I am.
How did you confuse those guys?
Well, you know. Ah.
So they give you 10 strains.
And then they give you like a card. You have to mark them down and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if you're like looking at like taste or like
Taste,
smoke.
Yeah, I haven't looked at what the criteria is, what they're looking for. Me, I'm just looking to see if I see the devil. The problem is I got to try those for breakfast because I can't smoke different strains throughout the day. My bong has to be clean for breakfast, and I got to get the most nutrients out of that bud. If I take 2 hits and I go upstairs and I jump in the shower and I got overwhelming anxiety, that's the weed you want, dog. Because if I get that type of anxiety in the morning, woo, what it'll do to a regular human being. There was something I smoked last week when I had to walk up the stairs slowly. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. It was like fucking.
And this is what you're looking for. Like, this is like the best weed.
I want something to fucking knock me out in the morning for me to go, I'm not doing that today. I'm not doing that either. Fuck that. I'm not driving up there. They could sit there and send smoke signals for all I give a fuck.
Is that why you don't go like going places?
Yeah, because I smoke in the mornings and that clears up the day. You know what? I got 8 things on my schedule. There's only one thing I need to do, and that's work out.
And fuck the rest.
And fuck, today I had 1,000 things to do, and I went to boxing today, and it was fantastic. I got my fucking sweat on. I couldn't breathe.
Like what kind of like regular boxing?
Yeah, I went at 2:00 today.
How was it?
I hit the bag. I hit the sticks. I threw weights around with my hands. 3-minute rounds, 8 rounds.
Fuck.
That's it.
How long have you been doing that?
Maybe 6 weeks.
That's pretty cool. I thought about doing that.
Yeah, it's a great program over there. Listen, man, I'm like half retired now. I'm gonna try to get a residency this fall. You know, I really appreciate what you said to me a couple weeks ago about because now I consider myself 61 years young. And I didn't say this to me. I didn't think of this, to be honest with you. Somebody told me at jiu-jitsu, I was talking to them, and they're like, dog, look at you. You're 61 years young.
Yeah.
You still come in here. You're still moving around. You do the best you can. That's all. That's it. I still eat my edibles. I ate that whole fucking ounce of mushrooms in 2 weeks.
You do put yourself through different, like, trials that no one asks you to, like with the drugs.
And these mushrooms, I thought I was eating like 1 or 2 grams. And one night I weighed it. It was like I was eating like 8 grams a shot, you know.
Yeah, you have big hands. Like,
I'm eating gummies with it, and smoking at night. Listen, man, at night I get bored, but I'm better if I get high and I read a little bit. I try to write some stupid jokes, you know. But what are you going to
8 milligrams of mushrooms or 8 grams of mushrooms?
Yeah, you know me. I can go deep into the hemisphere with anybody. It's over. I'm 61. The lever has broken.
But you're saying like you don't feel as old anymore. Like you feel like you can do it again.
What's that?
You just said you were like what we talked about a couple weeks ago, that it changed your outlook on things.
It's negative. When I say I'm 61 years old, it's negative talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 61 years young. I still got a heart of a fucking savage. You know, I still remember things. I forget a lot of things, but I remember things. And listen, man, if you stop using it, you lose it altogether. You're moving to New York. That gave me a little energy. I'm grateful to you. And let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. But the other thing about it's that it's football season. The playoffs are starting soon. Let me take a couple seconds here and read them a little thing from DraftKings. I'll be right back. We're back, bitches. Anyway.
We were just talking about DraftKings. Had a good call. I went to the Washington game, the Nationals game, and you're like, hey, put a bet in and put a bet on like a home run future. And I think it was Aaron Judge from the Yankees. It hit.
And I bet him Friday and Shatani on Friday, and they both hit home runs.
Oh, nice.
That's the parlay of the year, but I didn't parlay them. I could lie to you and tell you I did, but I didn't.
It was my first time ever being in like a suite at a baseball game. It was pretty cool.
How was the food?
The food was pretty good. They did have crab cakes, but the crab cakes looked a little weird. But like the hot dog was cool. But like it was like the only bummer was I was at work, so like I would never bring any weed to anything like that. But they had peanuts, which were cool. The best part, yeah, that's my favorite part about a baseball game. You don't like peanuts? I like peanuts, Lee, but it's a booth. It's a sweet. I didn't throw it. I put it on a plate. I wasn't an animal. Shrimp cocktails. I had to wear a polo, dude. Like it was a work thing. They didn't know they didn't have shrimp cocktails. They had hot dogs. They had some meat. That was pretty good. But the best part was they had a dessert cart, which went around. What did you eat? I had a brownie with What didn't you eat? No, that's like, if it was my suite, like if I was ever rich enough to have Red Sox suite tickets, I would go crazy on it. But like in front of people at work, I'm not gonna go. I wanted to get more things. I got like a brownie with a scuba ice cream. But what else did they have on the cart? Oh, they had like 4 different cakes. They had like a rainbow cake, which I don't even know what flavor it was, but it just looked cool. They had like a carrot cake. They had a bunch of cookies. They had shots on top. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, shots. Yeah, dude, that was. Oh, shots of alcohol. Yeah, the whole thing, like a work event, is like I've never drank more in a week than at like work meetings. It was crazy. It was fun. The conference was fun. And you learned a couple things about podcasting we're about to use. Yeah, I learned. It's interesting to see from like, what the business side of it. It was cool to see and to like, we're talking with people all over the country, and it's just fun. It was cool to meet them in person. And yeah, it's more of just like reaffirming stuff like you've been saying for a while about a lot of stuff. It's crazy. I had to make a tough decision last week. Well, I knew it was coming for a while. And it breaks my heart. I was with them for 12 years. I was with them for longer than Mercy's been born, and I had to let my agency go and go to a new agency. It took me 5 days to get rid of him. I really wanted to think about it, my next move. And you don't like burning bridges, but
sometimes they're a great agency. The problem was I was there a long time. And when you're with an agent a long time, sometimes they just get very passive. They let things go by. You'll get the next one. And when you sign with an agent, they're very aggressive for 90 days.
Got it. Okay.
Very interesting to see what the rest of the year will bring. I mean, I auditioned a bunch of times, couldn't book a fucking thing, not even a pin, nothing. So, did it bother me? Yes and no, because I usually book at high percentages. To go 0-9, 0-10 is just a fucking, it's unbelievable. But, you being here, me being a little looser the last couple months and not uptight about a lot of things, listen, I'm settling in. I'm really settling in to who I am and who I became now. I'm leaving tomorrow. I don't have to be down there for 2 or 3 days, but I'm leaving tomorrow. I miss the girls. They're part of life. I spent the whole summer with that little girl this summer. So it's very rough for me, I'm not playing bocce tomorrow night.
No, when are you gonna head out?
I'm gonna probably go to jiu-jitsu and then get the fuck out of here right from jiu-jitsu. Come home, wash my pussy. I have my bags packed, the sleep apnea machine, and bam.
That's awesome.
God. And then I come back Saturday, give you 2 days till Tuesday. And Tuesday, in my mind, the rat race starts. It won't till the following week, because who got sunburned, who got bit by a jellyfish, there's always some fucking excuse. But I'm excited, and I call it the last quarter. You were like, no, that starts in October. I'm like, no. We start the last quarter in the middle of the third quarter, which is middle of September. But we show up a little early to warm up and make sure we're in stride in October. Why roll up your sleeves in October where you're going to not get things going to November? Then it's fucking Thanksgiving. You got to bury September, because if you don't bury October, once that last kid that's one good thing. You ain't going to have no Halloween kids at your house.
Not in New York, yeah.
Yeah, but that's once that last kid knocks on the door and you come downstairs, they're putting Thanksgiving ads.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But they're always you're planning, like it's funny. And then as soon as that Thanksgiving is over, it's Christmas,
It's over.
Valentine's Day.
And you're like, I'm gonna get this job. No, you're not. They're fucking on break. They're done for the year. They're fucking jumping up and down, eating candy canes, and you're sitting at home telling your mom, I'm not going to Costco. I'm gonna get this job as a fucking electrical engineer. Go to Costco. You haven't heard from them. It's 3 months. No, I want to start 2025 as an engineer. It gets real, and people have no idea how real it gets. I fucking went through 20 Christmases when I couldn't rub 2 sticks to put together, show up at somebody's house with a handshake, shit, fucking shoplift Christmas toys one year.
Damn.
I got sick and tired of it, man. And finally, you're like, you know what? I don't even give a fuck about the rest of the year. I just want my Christmas to be like regular people and have a little money and be able to eat a dinner and be able to buy a dinner and be able to, not think about stupid shit over the holidays, because you do. It's pressure. God forbid you get a girlfriend in October. Now you got to figure out what to get her. They're looking for a ring after 2 months or jewelry. You're thinking of buying them the Share CD,
And it never ends. And then, it's tough. I remember my first birthday in LA was pretty lonely. It's like those events can be tough, especially if you're without people.
Yeah, but we got each other here.
I'm excited.
Family, you got George up north. So
I know. I know way more people than in this year. I'm excited to be there.
Yeah, you're not alone in the area.
No.
Eat a dinner. You just jump on a train. Whatever. So all that stuff helps. Today it was funny when I went to box. The boxing coach asked me at the end of the session. He goes, Joey, why do you come here? And I told him, I said, when you get into your older, you get lonely. And I got a kid and a wife. And sometimes I'm like, I'm fucking lonely. because you don't have the amount of people around you like you used to.
Right.
And that's what I do. I go to those classes so I can have physical contact with people. Jiu-jitsu, boxing. When I go to the one gym, there's a few people. When I go to the other guy, it's just me and him. That's okay, but not really. I want to be around people and talk to them. And then after class, you talk a little bit. And I told him that, first of all, I like doing something. I always got to do something. Go for a walk, shoot darts. I got to do something to burn calories every day. And I like to mix it up. I don't want to do something every fucking day, but I think it brings me peace when I do that. This brings me a little peace that I didn't have in LA. I was trying to get it, but I couldn't. Now I'm at more peace. So I'm happy I made the decision I did with the agency. I'm happy that I'm going to do some shows. I'm happy that you get to do them with me, wherever the residency is, all my friends, because I want to make it an event.
I'd be honored, buddy.
Me, Ari, Aaron Berg, Rich Voss, go somewhere, listen, I don't want to get dancing girls. I don't want to get girls to show their asses. I don't want none of that bullshit. I just want to put something fun together, even for the comics. Like what Sam does at the store. He has food for them and weed and CBD, and a girl giving massages in the back, and people, sneaker companies are there. And it's an event for everybody. I think that's what's lacking with comedy. Kill Tony really opened my eyes to where comedy is going now.
Where do you think it's going?
I think it's going to be more of an event. That's it. People are sick and tired of seeing three dogs, two guys and a chick every fucking Friday. It's got to be something,
right.
something. That's what makes Kill Tony and a lot of those podcasts spectacular, that it's something different every week. I can't wait to get an office with you to fucking burn it down.
Jesus Christ.
They're
going to have no idea what's next to them.
No, I'm trying to get this funeral parlor to rent me their upstairs.
Why does it always have to be at a funeral parlor?
Because this place is perfect.
No, it's not. It's quiet, I guess.
Yeah, it's quiet. The body's downstairs. You have a door. You have a side door. It's like going into a building with a side door. You walk up the stairs. It's where the chick that used to cut the dead people's hair lived.
Oh, good. Good. We're gonna be in her bedroom where the dead lady's.
But she moved out. She got married or something.
Congratulations.
The apartment's been open, so I keep asking them, and I'd love to get
anywhere else. Why does it have to be in the?
Because who has
a place?
A studio. Nobody else. Just that gives it the fucking intrigue that they're gonna get haunted or something like that.
No one wants to be haunted. I want to go. I'm gonna be high as fuck, and there's gonna be ghosts around.
It's perfect. Where else can we want to? We're not gonna get a fucking office in an office building.
I'm not asking.
So we got to get an office like outside, or we want to get the party started, put fucking acid and ice cubes again and shit like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't think we're putting acid on ice cubes.
Yeah, we're doing whatever. That's it. You're a lone wolf. You're living in New York and you're living by the seat of your fucking pants. You want to live controlled? Well, I don't know.
When have I ever been controlled here?
That's what I'm saying. Well, not here. We're going to go off when you move here. Remember.
Jesus Christ.
The fuck we're talking about here.
I can't wait.
Can't wait for what?
To move. Jesus, stop spraying that thing.
Bubbles under your tongue. That's where you get the live resin.
Holy shit. I did have a question for you because something was bothering me.
All right.
Have you what do you think about when a straight couple calls them themselves partners?
What?
Like a young part. I've noticed a lot of 20-year-olds, a lot of instead of boyfriend and girlfriend, it's they're my partner.
What do I care? Call it whatever the fuck you want.
And
you're gonna call it different in 10 years anyway, so who cares?
That's true. It doesn't bother me, but I just don't get why what happened to boyfriend and girlfriend.
The guy I kidnapped Bella with, whenever I talk to him, and I'd say to him, "Can you get me a pound of weed?" He'd always go, Well, I need to talk to my partners. What partners? What partners? You live in a 1-bedroom fucking apartment. What partners? Everybody's got a partner or whatever. Listen, whatever they want to call themselves. If they're happy, so be it.
That's true. Yeah, that's fair.
You know, I mean, you look at some people and you look at them and you go, what the fuck? And before you say fuck, you go, look at them. They're happy. It's not what I would do.
Right.
But they're happy. What do I give a fuck about? You ever see a really ugly couple?
Uh-huh.
They're really in love with each other, like a big goofy guy and like a short chick with glasses and like greasy hair, but they're in love with each other. And you're like, what am I going to do? That's real love. That's what it's all about sometimes. You know, if they want to call themselves partners, they're partners.
I didn't expect you to have that reaction.
I think we look into too many things. And I'm the same way, Lee. I get annoyed by little things. And sometimes you got to look at them and go, how does this affect me? I mean,
yeah.
When you ask yourself that question, honestly, when you ever ask yourself that question, how does this situation affect me? Be careful for what answer you might come up with, because it might scare you.
Yeah, it's always going to be, it doesn't. And it's like, I don't judge them, but
I see people talking about shit for hours.
Right.
And you gotta sit and go, can I ask you a question? I'm not trying to be a dick, but how does this affect you? Think about this. Well, it doesn't, but then what? Why are we here for an hour and a half? We could be discussing how to take over fucking Pennsylvania. You know, another fictional fucking thing, you know. But do you follow what I'm saying to you? Like, you got to pick your fucking poison. If you're trying to be a comic, and every time I see you, you're talking to me about the girlfriend that you love and how you don't trust her and blah, 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 you're never going to grow as a comic. If you have an agitation with the word partner, that's what's great about comedy. You could write about it, write a joke about it.
Okay.
What bothers you? That's what's great about comedy.
Yeah.
When I buy the Judy Carter workbook, one of the exercises in there is talk about what bothers you. The beginning, when I told you about the salad,
right,
the cucumbers and shit like that, like I would go off on that 20 years ago. Does it really fucking matter?
No, but it can be funny.
Their shrimp chowder was to die for. The steak and potatoes were great. You know, the fucking dessert was fucking out of this world. I just tasted my buddy's dessert. Holy shit. A raspberry torte.
Oh, nice.
Dog, I never had that. I just had one bite. The raspberry knocked me the fuck out of my socks. But listen, man, when you're focusing on real things in your life, you have to ask yourself, how does this affect me? Whether it's politics, whether it's the people across the street that keep playing loud music, and you and your wife are like, what are they going to do? They're going to end up in jail. Who gives a fuck? Let them play music till the speakers fucking blow. What are you going to do? You're sleeping, right? Yeah. So what's it got to do with you? And people, you'll be in shock of what answers you get.
Right.
How you start feeling about different things. And stupid fucking things. You know?
That don't really affect you.
No. In this conversation, how is this conversation stimulating to me? We're talking about Kamala Harris again and Trump. Let it go. Go buy milk. It's expensive. Go buy a plane ticket. It's expensive. You know, how many migrants are coming in? I got to tell you who to vote for.
No.
You know, I mean, it's just simple things. But, I mean, I can't vote. I'm not endorsing anybody here. I'm just saying that. You think about how these things affect you. You know, you're going to get pissed off about something in about 2 years. A club owner.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody doesn't want to headline you. Something. You're going to get pissed off. And guess what? You're not going to talk about it to me or to your partner. But when you're in the shower, taking a shower, and before you go to bed at night, you're going to think about that motherfucker.
Right.
You're going to just be angry about some guy that 3 years ago didn't hire you. and you don't even know how to get them back. And then one day you get invited to do, what was the Live Nation thing with Dane Cook and where Brody used to work the side stage.
Oddball?
You get to work Oddball Fest. Here you are working with great headliners, and that fucking guy that wouldn't headline you, he's there standing there, and he'll come over and say hello. Hey, how you doing now? You're like, fuck you, you cocksucker. And then you got a choice. You could tell him to go fuck himself and give him your beef from 8 years ago, or now get paid 3 times more than what you were going to get paid for 4 years ago.
Right.
Now it became a business for you. Now you do torture him. After you get the first check, you do smack him around a little bit and remind him how he didn't want to headline you, and that next time I'm coming in for fucking double, cocksucker.
That must feel great.
And you start to scare him. That feels a lot better than going off on somebody.
Right.
But when you're young and you're angry about not being where you want to be in your career, because we always think that we should be somewhere different than where we are. That's every comic. At every level. You're doing comedy 3 years, I should be headlining. Okay. You know, everybody should always be ahead of where they are. And that's just the way it is. We're all like that. You know, comics have that little thing. I don't think it's narcissistic. Is that what you'd call it? That
it could be, yeah.
But it's just with comedy, man, the more you focus on the material and the material that affects your life, and you make stand-up personal, that's when it gets real. And that's when the tickets start flying off the fucking shelves. But it takes a level to get there. It is a barrier. You're putting that barrier up. You know, it's like a resistance, like Stephen Pressfield says.
I was thinking about that book. It's the Art of War.
Yeah, the War of Art, I think.
The War of Art. Okay. Yeah.
You know, they're just little resistance that you put upon yourself. So it's like the man said, this could be hard, or this could be really fucking easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this could be really fucking hard. You can make this really hard, or you can make this easy. What's easy? Get on stage, right? Keep your nose clean, stay healthy, perform as much as you can, and eventually the fucking door will open up for you. It could be the door to hell. It could be the door to fucking heaven, or it could be the door to, you know, but you never know where this is going to take you.
Right. And it's like, that's why I'm so looking forward to New York, is just like being able to really, like 2-3 times a night minimum, even if most of them are open mics to begin with.
How old are you now, Lee?
36.
All right, 36 years old. You were in LA for how long? 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years, about 10 years.
Just under.
You did great. Everything worked out for you. You came home. You got some strength. You lost some weight. You got to be around mom. And now you're ready. I mean, mom wants you to spread your wings too.
Yeah, she's excited for me.
You're going to New York with an open mind, an open heart. You're going to do comedy, but let the journey take you where it takes you. I have a child with a woman that I met on a Sunday night at the Comedy Store. I was hosting and she was waitressing the first time.
Oh, was it first night? Okay.
No, she was there that's the first time I had met her. We were both there for like a year and a half. I just never saw her because I was always on the road.
Oh, okay, got it.
So I met her, and now I sit here and I go, how is it that I went to do comedy, and at the Comedy Store, I met a woman who I have a child with, have a home with, and have a life with for 24 fucking years.
And were you looking for it at the time?
No, but you don't know what you're looking for. That's the fucking beauty of this journey. That's the beauty of this journey. This journey doesn't have a map.
Right.
This journey doesn't have a map. It's wherever it ends up.
And the difference is that you guys were together for a while before you had Mercy.
Matter, but what we're talking about is the journey. It's like when you said, I'm going to sign a lease or something for 3 years, and I go, no, you don't know where the journey's going to take you. You might start doing stand-up, meet a chick from fucking, one of these foreign countries, Amsterdam, and then she takes you back to do a tour there, and you end up living there, and you're calling me going, I miss you. And I'm like, dog, you're living your life. That journey is your life. But this isn't about your comedy journey. This is about your life, what you're about to do right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have no shades on. When I went to Colorado in 1985, I had no shades on. I was in for whatever you brought me, except being gay. Anything else you know what I'm saying? Like anything else you showed up with, I'm in. I'm not gonna be gay. Okay. I have no hatred against them or nothing. I just don't want a dick in my ass.
Right. That's fair.
That's fair, so that's it. It's a journey for you. You're going to New York to fucking find Lee, and for Lee to find you. That's how you look at this.
And like that's even way before comedy. My whole life I've wanted to live in New York. So just the fact that I'm there. What do you say?
And to walk up and down steps like a motherfucker.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be so ripped. You're gonna laugh in like 6 months. You're gonna be like, "Whoa, is that Lee or like a swimsuit model?" I'm gonna be ripped.
All right.
But there are 2 Chinese restaurants on my block. So
yeah, no, that's the first thing you said to me. There's the other place where you went to move to. There's a donut place, and the
other place had nothing. The other place was above a vegan restaurant.
Yeah, but they had a diner and the one that's open 24 hours, and they had disco fries. He told me. Now he tells me all this, but he never told me about the 4 stories. You know what I'm saying? Until afterwards.
No, I want to tell you the bad news. I mean, you're like, the thing is, everyone's like, oh, now Joey's not coming to your apartment. You weren't coming to my apartment if there was an elevator. Like, you're not going to drive in and park.
Come to the apartment. I would come over there and see what's cracking over there, hide some edibles, sprinkle some fungi dust on the furniture.
It will be fun to be that close. It'll be fun to taste, like, do stuff, and wherever you do a residency, it'll be fun to do shows with you.
It's like me right now. I haven't really done anything in 4 years. Fuck around a little bit. I shot a movie. I shot 2 movies, a TV show, a Law and Order. Nothing too serious, but things happened. Even they weren't too serious. Now, I want to go on a different journey.
What's that?
At an older age, more controlled and more focused, And now I know how I want to do things. And, this is my journey. Your journey is to find you, and for, you to find Lee, and for Lee to find you. And if you meet a woman, whatever, it's all open. This is it. This is part of it. Don't fight it. This is life.
Oh, I'm not looking. I'm just, I'm so focused on comedy.
Yeah, you want to be a 50-year-old with a Led Zeppelin t-shirt, still doing Nyack with no wife and no kids.
You don't think so?
No. You want a life. You want a family. You want something to ground you, and everything will be worked out around that. Trust me.
I'm not like pushing people away either. But we'll see.
No, you're not thinking.
No. I'm just so focused on comedy.
I don't want you to. I'm never gonna do this. Listen, you don't know what they tell you to do. All right, you do what
they said. I was never gonna do it.
But you know what I mean. You're one of those fucking Lincoln poops that. I don't know. No, don't, just be open. This is what comedy is about. And trust me, I fought this too for years. And you know what? The best times in my life, as fucking sad as it is, was when I was doing coke and doing comedy on my terms. It was all on my terms. I was a fucking outlaw to the end, I was just on the road. And if I needed money, I'd go to Kmart and rob car mats and try to bring them back. Or, I did whatever I had to do to make this journey fun at some point. Is that the best thing that's happened to me now? No. Now I have a wife and a child, and I enjoy my time. I'm a fucking geek. I don't do drugs no more, except fucking spray shit and mushrooms and reefer. But that was all part of the journey back then. And that's what got me to where it got me. And your journey's going to start with a lot of shit on you. And the more you put into it, it's like I told Joe, the more doors you go through, you lose luggage.
The more what you go through?
doors.
Oh, okay.
You start losing luggage. When you leave Boston, you got 36 suitcases. You know, now you start moving and traveling, you start losing suitcases. Your soul gets attached to these places. It's fucking unreal. When I look back that I lived in Seattle, that I lived in Boulder, you know, it's unreal to think that at the point of my life, I just got up and went to Seattle one day. And it was great. I met Josh Wolf. I met a bunch of people, Brody. I got into Soundgarden. Well, I was into them before I went up there. I got into music more. It was a great time in my life. Could I do it forever? No, it was part of the journey.
Right. But like, there's something about moving, because this is the second time I moved to LA, and like just moving from here to like a new city, moving to any new city, I think it's just a crazy experience. Like you're just really moving your life in bags.
Listen, like I told you, I have a friend on Facebook that's never left his block.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever went to Europe. And part of me makes me jealous that he had a family and he never left his block, Lee. He never lived in Florida for 90 days. He never hid in Sarasota when the cops were looking for him in Hudson County. He didn't, you know, like he just, I don't know. People get mad at me. They're like, oh, well, you don't travel internationally. But bitch, I know every fucking dirty spot in this country, and it makes me proud, man.
Yeah.
Part of the journey. Everybody has a different journey. You're gonna meet comics that they're gonna disappear from New York, and in 3 years they're gonna be doing comedy in Australia. And they live in Australia. Yeah. Or they move to London. What happens when you go to London and meet a girl? And you're like, fuck it, chip, chip, chally ho. This is a good pussy. I'm staying here.
That's like a Twitter post.
This is a journey, Lee. And it's a great journey, no matter what the result is, because you're going to learn more from this journey.
Such a heartfelt message.
Yeah. You're going to learn more from that journey and you're going to go, well, Joey, what do you do with that journey after you're 58, brother? It's a TV show. You look back and go, I did that. Oh my God. It's a TV show.
Oh, absolutely.
So look at it. This move is the best thing you're ever going to do. California was great, but this is going to be.
Oh yeah.
And it's a journey. You might end up with a Greek chick with a hairy pussy. You might end up with a bear, some guy who loves you and is rich and just wants you to sit on his lap and he rubs your bald head.
Doesn't it matter? Like, I want to have, like, that doesn't sound like, are you selling me to some guy? Like,
I don't know, Lee. This is
what do you mean you don't know? I would know if I was selling somebody to somebody.
Listen, all I know is you're going to have a great time. You're going to learn a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm envious of you because everybody will like this shot. You know how many people sit at their fucking little job in their little house and daydream about what you're going to do? A lot.
I never thought about that, but I didn't.
And a lot of people don't go, well, I'm going to do it. They push it back. They push it back. They push it back. And then they get married and they have kids and they never did anything. At least you're giving it a try, and I'm proud of you, cocksucker.
Thank you, buddy. I'm excited. I can't wait.
I'm excited. I can't wait. Anyway.
I can't. I do it, you know. People like New York and LA are like the two places. I know, and Austin's like really busy now too, but like to do comedy in New York is pretty cool.
Listen, Sinatra didn't sing a song about Austin. All right, so get your shit together. I'll see you next week.
All right, buddy.
Friday night at the fucking whatever. Tweet it if you're not.
I will.
All right. I love you. Stay black.
I love you, buddy.
Good week, guys.